Hello, my name is Lyles, and I'm interviewing Miss Peterson for growing up in Manchester.
Hi, my name is Antoinette and I'm interviewing Mrs. Peterson for growing up in Manchester.
My name is Carole Peterson. I was born in the Hill District. Then we moved in the mid-50s to Manchester.
Tell me about some of your closest friends that you hung out with.
It was Patsy Glenn, which is Miss Carol's sister, and Maxine Jeter. She lived on Franklin. She lived on the corner of Franklin and Allegheny Avenue. You know, because you could actually be in her house and look out and see the train tracks. And you would see, at that time they used to have hobos. And the hobos would jump on the train, jump off the train, and you could actually see the hobos. They don't do it now, but you could actually see the hobos, but that's where she lived, their house sat right on the corner by the train tracks.
Describe what your family did together for fun.
We went on trips. My family took us on trips.
Out of Pittsburgh?
Out of Pittsburgh, yes. Out of Pittsburgh. We used to go to Isley's on Sunday. Now, Isley's is no longer there. Isley's used to be in Oakland. You know the Klondike? Okay. Those were the Isleys. That was a family. They were from Pittsburgh, the Isleys.
What was a typical day like in elementary school?
I saw my first black teacher when I was in the 4th grade. Her name is Miss Marshall. I must say I had good teachers. I had very good teachers. I can remember every one of my teachers. From kindergarten all the way through 6th, I can remember every one of them. And I had the pleasure of having 2 black teachers. One was in 4th grade, that was Miss Marshall, and one was in 6th grade, that was Mr. Glenn. The school was always open. I belonged to the Girl Scouts, as I said, at after-school programs, a neighborhood house down on Franklin. We went there. There were always places, Salvation Army, the guys would go play basketball at the Salvation Army. There was always places to go after school. You just weren't hanging out. There was always some place to go.
Describe your most interesting school teacher, class, or event.
Miss Marshall, because I guess he was the first black teacher I had. One teacher that stuck in my mind was Miss White. Miss White was my 2nd grade teacher. Miss White bought me a birthday gift. My birthday was June. And she bought me a little tea set. At that time, they didn't have, it wasn't like they have now like little plastic. It was like little, I guess it was like, I don't know, tin, metal, whatever. And I used that little tea set till it rusted. So I thought that was something. I got this tea set. Then when I got to 4th grade, Miss Marshall, she bought me a birthday gift, and it was a kaleidoscope. And I had that kaleidoscope, I guess, until I was about 20 years old. And I like kaleidoscopes to this day. I love kaleidoscopes.
Tell me what Manchester looked like when you were a child.
There was always just a real, home, homely feeling to Manchester because everyone knew everybody. Regardless if you were black or white, everyone just knew everybody. But that's what I liked about Manchester. It was always just very family oriented.